Čaute, mastičky a mastičatá. Zdravím vás dochliak a vítam vás pri videjku z The Wolf Among Us. Áno, toto je posledná piata časť z piatej epizódy. Momentálne viacej sezón nie je vytvorených, čiže toto je zatiaľ vyzerá tak posledné videjko z The Wolf Among Us, ktoré by viac menej malo uzatvoriť ten príbeh a ako sa vyvíjal a dať nám niečo, čo možno sme nevedeli. V poslednej časti sme bojovali s Bloody Mary, vy ste písali, že čo to je za čarodejnicu a s tým porekadlom do zrkadla a potom sa objaví a nás bude naháňať, tak dúfam, že sa to nestane a dúfam, že Big B ju tam trošku rozbije tak, aby už dala konečne pokoj. Takže vchádzame do toho rovno do boja, kde to bude úplne akčné a drsné a uvidíme, ako si poradíme. Taktiež táto časť bude úplne posledná, čiže dotočíme si komplet sériu. Poďme teda na to. Taktiež vám chcem poďakovať za toľko lajkov, ktoré ste nasypali. Zajímavé, že už som to hovoril minule proste, že celá séria sa nesla v 500 lajkoch a zrazu je tam 1200. Jasné, chcem vidieť koniec, takže asi preto. Díky vám, díky mne, díky všetkým. Juhu, to je krásne. Dobre, poďme na to. Áno, tu sme na zemi. A ideme sa teraz trošku spamätať. A Bloody Mary stihne si narobiť nejakých svojich viacerých kamarátov. Neviem, sa rozpolčí, alebo čo sa z nej stane. Proste zrazu ich bude viac. Čiže to budeme asi musieť nejak trieskať. Hlava nehlava. No čo je ty, krásavica? Ty krásavica ďalšia. Vy všetky krásavice. No poďte. Nech si s vami poradím. No. Ktorá prvá? Ty v tom sivom. Ajajaj. Kopanec. Dobre, tak nie kopanec. Dobre. Rýchlo. Dobre, uhol som sa. Tak. Máš to tam. Poď. Ajajaj. Zlá žena. Počkať. Ačko, jasné. Veď som sa uhol. Veď asi áno, veď nedostali sme červenú. Takže dobre, nech sa páči. Roztrhajú. Tak, no dajú sa seba dole. Dobre, Volčík, zatiaľ sa nám to darí. Pecka. No hlavy. No ďalší. Ale vás tu je vyzmie. Toto nie je dobre. Ajajajajajajajajaj. Ohohohoho. Toto je finálne štádium nášho vlčika. Ohoho! Všetkých vás rozbijem. Pekne. Nejaká ďalšia, ktorá chce byť rozbitá na sklíčko? Au, čo to robíš? Priľahnem ťa, nie je problém. Au! S nejakým šparátkom tu na mňa ty ideš. Hlavička bez telička, teličko bez hlavy. Cvak, poď. Poď sem. Nech si ťa zahryznem. Kde si? Tu si. Že by toto bola tá pravá? To asi budem musieť zabiť tú pravú. Ej, toto čo je? Nejaké tyčinky mi pcháš do úst. Nejaká ďalšia? Ktorá chce spapať? Tu máš. Ale vás tu je. To by chcelo nejakú masovú poriadnu bombu tu hodiť. Že by som si rachol. Podpálil. Taký prd z takého vlkodlaka, to musí byť niečo neskutočné. Ide niečo robiť, to bude brutálne. Nice. Tak nevychádzalo to zadkom, ale predkom, takže vedel som, že pôjde o nejakú tlakovú vlnu. Nice. Volčík Big B. Iná kategória. No čo, už sa bojíš, Bloody Mary? Áno, tam si. Idem si po teba. Že vieš skackať ešte nič neznamená. Aj ty sa premeníš na väčšiu kamarátku. Cvak. No, nie. Nestihla to. Fúha. Big B. To som ja, the killer. Takže Bloody Mary skončila. Tak ideme si po kriváčka. Pekne. Takže na rade je krivák, ale verím, že tomu už nebudeme musieť takto sa prevteliť. Wow, Volčík, ty si frajer. Big B. Parádny charakter. Akože na začiatku som sa s ním nevedel stotožniť, ale čím ďalej odhaľoval svoju pravú totožnosť, tak sa mi viacej páči. O, tam je kriváčik, žmurk na ňo, no poď, idem si po teba. No, kriváčik, ide si. Dúfam, že má... Ó, už je pripravený byť zatknutý, už aj ruky dal dozadu. OK.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may
Skočím po
not
ňom.
be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling.
Teraz.
I won't miss next time.
Toto nám nevyšlo.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Nebuď si tak istý.
What she says, don't you?
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
Řekni mi to hned.
Tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
Ale dal si ich zabiť.
All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Tak co si,
You're
daj.
not a killer? Then what are you?
Vykupiteľ.
I'm a businessman.
Businessman.
Not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers, but you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Kravina, ale ty si mu povedal, aby ich zabil.
Isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions
Áno, poďme.
have gone rather well.
Poďme.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Ne.
Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I
Udrži
understand
to.
why she'd want
Dajme mu
to
jednu.
go around.
Prask. OK, ešte jednu. Pokrčím ti nás úplne.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Čiže ja som ho mohol aj zabiť. Zajímavé. Ale taktiež Snehúrka hovorila, že proste chceme vedieť odpovedi, chceme sa dozvedieť viacej, aby som ho priviezol živého. Čiže keď chcem ísť so Snehúrkou na limonádu potom, tak musím trošku počúvať. Takže ja si myslím, že sme spravili fajn. Nesme zabijak, pretože nesme tu na to, aby my sme súdili niekoho za jeho činy, ale rozhodne o tom súd, čo sa s ním udeli.
I know.
No?
But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are
No,
you okay?
teraz ho odsudíme.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Neolehčuj mi
After
to.
what happened with
Presne
Mary...
tak.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Krásne.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
My you killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Allow me. Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
Presne tak.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Prečo sme ho odputali? Veď je stále obvinený, takže
You
mal
have the
dostať
floor.
s putami. No poď, hovor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What?
Oh, počkaj. Nechtěli tě chránit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up
Presne
dead.
tak. To som počul na vlastné uši.
My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
to... Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about this.
Oh, we're not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Wow, super, tak to bola reč To bola reč toto.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely
Nemusia byť.
unfounded.
My ťa hodíme do studne a nikto o tom nebude vedieť.
Particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch
Super.
your breath?
Poď na to.
What's she doing here?
I'd
Teraz-
like to...
teraz povie.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Nemusíš to delať.
Yes, I do. You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
A máme
I
dôkaz.
was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
OK, do studne s ním. Rýchlo.
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
A už sklapni
This is
s
how
tými
you want to
kecami.
repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
Poďme hlasovať.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Díky.
Do what you think is right.
Zomrie, konec, nebavím sa.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of
Hodiť
him.
ho. Hádžeme ho.
Not this way.
Oh! No dokonca tam spadne sám. Takže super. A ideš dole. Bye.
There you are. I hope you
Kde ma puta?
remember this moment. Think of me when you try to
Ešte mu utrnem hlavu. Utrnem mu hlavu.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Presne tak, ako to spravil Fate a Lily. Dovidenia.
Oh my god.
Lovi. Kriváku. Bye bye. Žmurk. Máme dôkaz. Zabil Fate a Lily. Takže im otrhl hlavu. Presne takýto istý trest si zaslúžil on.
And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Fú, no ja si myslím, že sme spravili dobre. Dajte do komentárov vedieť, čo si o to myslíte. Akým štýlom by ste sa s tým vysporiadali vy. To ma zaujíma. Pretože ja si myslím, že toto bol taký spravodlivý trest. On spravil jednu vec, my sme spravili tú istú jemu. Ja si myslím, že je to oko za oko, zub za zub. Proste.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Úplne krásne, všetko je v poriadku.
This fucking line.
Všetci chcú niečo riešiť. A šerif ide naspäť do roboty. Čaute, hoši.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Pre teba Bigby stále, prečo Mr. Wolf? Takéto oficiality.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I
Za nič sa
have to take care of
neomlúvam.
this.
To si zaslúžil. Konec. Tečka. Aj keď sa ma už teraz všetci boja, ale tak o tom to je. Šerif musí byť proste frajer. Nech je spravodlivosť. Nech je spravodlivosť.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Máme novú knihu My tu odemčenú, ja si to ešte prečítam predtým, než sa to úplne skončí. Aby sme si mrkli, čo to tu píšu, kde tu je nový vlčík, ktorý sa premenil. Bigbyho skutočná podoba je obrovský 2,5 metru vysoký vlk. Od svojho otce severního vietru získal mimo inej schopnosť odfouknúť teší predmety. Také dokáže zadržať dech na abnormálne dlhú dobu, tudíž je nemožné sa pro nej utopiť. Dobré. Lojalita Mary. Krvá Mary začala pracovať pro krivého muže před mnoha stáletími. Slíbili svobodu v tom, ať si dělá, co chce, tak dlouho, dokud bude souhlasit, že bude jeho osobní stráži a zabijekém. Díky síle a vlivu krivého muže se Mary nikdy nemusela obávať vyšších autorít. Má svou práci nesmírne ráda a bránila by krivého muže až do své smrti. Predevším proto, že to shledává zábavným. No jasné, trošku uletená ženská. Spravedlnosť. Když je v mýtove zajat zločinec, tradiční procedúrou je provést formální slyšení před komunitou nebo zúčastněnými stranami. Nicméně často se dělají výjimky k urychlení procesu. Ve skutečnosti tu nejsou žádná tvrdá a rychlá pravidla pro tenhle typ situace a do jaké míry se může mezi ne připlést politika. To vše záleží i na človeku, ktorý je ve vedení miesta. Presne tak, čiže na Big Wim, ktorý rozhodol. Nový řád, z krajiny mimo obraz starosta Cole oficiálne svežil úrad zástupkyne starosty Snehurce. Hodně lidí by řeklo, že už delší dobou byl tento krok zřejmý, protože byla pomocnou rukou v řízení mýtov a osobně zajišťovala mnoha mýtům bezpečný přechod do nového světa. Také dělala neoficiálne práci zástupce starosty mýtova pro mnoho let. OK. Ešte sa mi zdá, že bude jeden príspevok do knihy Mýtova. Uvidíme, čo sa tu ešte stane pri konci.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
No pekne, prasátko. Čo si ideš posrkať trošku limonádky či piva? Alebo čo to tam máš? Pivečko, no dobre. Uži si to, chlape. No, a my čo?
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
Nemajú na očarovaní, takže musia ísť na farmu.
I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have
Ahoj.
something.
No čo máš pre mňa, chlapečku?
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
No
Can
čo
you
máš?
give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
A veď vás prídem
Bring
pozrieť.
it to her. She was nice. So...
Co to je?
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Budete tam v
Don't worry.
bezpečí.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Jasné.
You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Ó, žabiačík.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He must have run off.
Bullshit.
Zaujímavé proste, prečo sa nám podarilo Colina nechať? Prasiatko a zase týchto nie... Ó, Nerissa. Čau. Ako?
Hi.
Hi.
Dáme ti dole stužku teraz?
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Sundáme
Let
stu.
me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
No dobre, trošku som prchký, no.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
No povedz, čo máš?
What is it?
Máš ma rada, chceš so mnou
It's
žiť.
about what happened to Faith and
Á,
Lily.
tak nič.
I'm not sure where to start.
No daj.
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Minulosť nezmienime, no.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
Určite.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Super nerisko.
You've been
To som
given
rád.
this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
To je dobré vedieť od nerisky. Tak pá, dúfam, že sa ešte niekedy uvidíme. Na limonáde.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Oh. Neviem, či to ma malo potešiť, ale okej. Od teba ma to poteší.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Íď za ní, nechať íť. Íď za ní.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Takže už sme sa to nedozvedeli. Možno to je taká otváračka do ďalšej sezóny. Pozrieme sa na to, ako čo tu máme za odpovede, čo sme spravili. What did you do to Georgie? 31% sme nechali, 31% hráčov a aj my sme nechali Georgieho zomrieť. Zajímavé. Fíha, že až 90% priviedlo hráčov Kriváka proste živého. How did you punish? Iba 14% aj my sme mu otrhli hlavu. No tak trošku to bolo agresívne, ale tak čo už. No či sme akceptovali darček od TJ-a, áno, až 98,5% hráčov aj s nami zobralo pre Snehulku. No a ešte posledné, čo boli naše posledné slova Nerise? Až 55% hráčov aj s nami zvolilo, že dúfam, že som spravil niečo dobré pre toto mesto. No, to je asi všetko z nášho Wolfa Bigbyho. Tu ešte máme nejaké statistiky. Kráska, slíbil si, že neřekneš z vyžetí, že si videl. Udelal si na ní dojem svými detektívnymi schopnostmi. Dobre, Modrofov, bojoval si s ním po výslechu. To sú nejaké také skrátené veci. Colin, nabídl si mu pití, když sa zeptal na jeho vetvém byte. Pomohol si mu vyhnúť sa farme. Takže Colin ostal. Dal si mu pohlavek, áno, dostal jednu po hlave. Vzal si ho späť k čarodenej studne, utrhli si mu hlavu. No tak zaslúžil si proste. On spravil zle, my sme spravili zle. Asi tak. No, neviem, či sú to akože fajn, ale ja si myslím, že bolo to oko za oko. Faye dal si peníze po souboji s revolverobočom, áno, to sme spravili fajn. Nechal si ho zemžiť, zničil si jeho podnik, jasné. Greenleaf, nabídl si práci. Gren, utrhli si mu ruku v trip-trap baru. Pil si s Grenem po pohřbu Lily. OK. Jack dohodol se s ním. Áno, to v tom dome, keď sa tam fláka Lawrence. Neživ si šel k nemu, zachránil si ho před smrti. Nerisa, pokusil se sundat jej stuhu u Bigbyho kanceláři. Pokusil se sundat jej stuhu během posledného rozhovoru. No jasné, proste som jej chcel pomôcť, ale tak asi to nebolo najlepšie riešenie. Zajímavé. Snehurka, přijel si s ní do trip-trap baru, ukázal si fotku Crane'a s ní. A nič viac si so Snehurkou proste niečo bližšie, nič akože... Tým, počkal si na nej, áno počkal. Toad, zostal si pri ňom, když ho chcela Snehurka poslať na farmu. Dal si mu peníze, jasné. Vivien, skúsil si odstraniť stuhu v Pudding and Pie. Woody, zatkl si jeho v trip-trap baru. To sú také štatistiky, neviem ani k čomu boli, ale len tak trošku zosumarizovali to, čo sa stalo. Dobre, to je už všetko z nášho Bigbyho. Ja som si aj užil. Ku koncu to bolo perfektné proste, akože veľmi dobre naskriptované a malo to fakt ak by som to povedal, tak prvá časť bola nejakých 15-20% alebo 30%, druhá, tretia, štvrtá sa tak niekde v norme a potom to začalo úplne rapidne stúpať koncom štvrtej epizódy a piata bola úplná bomba. Čiže všetko si to nechali úplne nakoniec. Dajte vedieť, že aké sú vaše pocity proste, čo sme mohli spraviť inak a možno čo vy by ste spravili inak, alebo ako si to inak vysvetľujete. Je vinný, nie je vinný, dobre, že sme to tak spravili, alebo nie. Ja si myslím, že áno, aj keď sme boli príliš krutí, proste, aj keď všetci sa ma teraz boja, ale možno aj to mal byť výsledok, aby toho šerifa rešpektovali, pretože sa dokázal zbaviť nejakého takého kriváka. Dobre, to už je pre dnešok všetko, dúfam, že sa vám to páčilo, ak áno, hoďte tam ten like, ak nie dislike, napíšte pekný komentár a my sa vidíme pri nejakom ďalšom videu. Čaute mastiči, ahojte!